You have to go back to August for the last time that West Ham lost here at the Bowling Ground, and the last time Aston Villa won away. Their series of results that have led to such different aspirations. Fourth top, the goal for the Hammers. Fourth bottom for Villa, whose status as Premier League ever-presence looks increasingly precarious. They've got 7 games left on the road, 6 of them against clubs from the top half, and they simply have to start picking up points, starting here in what could well be West Ham's penultimate league game under the lights at this famous old venue that's been their home for 112 years. The Bubble Blowers out in force this evening as always. Idrissa Gueye. Vetu. Sissoko. Emphatic header away by Collins, who made more than 100 appearances for Villa. In fact, was in the Aston Villa side that last finished in the top half of the table. Here's Carlos Gil. No problems for Adrian.
Worth an attempt, but with his weaker foot, his right foot.
Well, West Ham's record against the top teams is the best in the country, but they have struggled in matches against clubs from the bottom half of the table. And that was a foul throw. And then something happened off the ball. Cresswell, the player that has gone down. And it's a red card. And Aston Villa, who'd got a foothold in this game, find themselves reduced to 10 men in the most ridiculous of circumstances.
You're just waiting to see. Oh dear, you can't do that. I'm sorry, you cannot raise your hand. There was a little bit of handbags then, and then when that elbow comes out, his left elbow, I'm sorry, he has now handicapped his team.
Payet for Noble. Kouyate.
Nice interplay, Payet, Noble, but no problem for Bon.
Here's Mark Noble. He'll be rewarded for his years of service with a testimonial next month here at West Ham. Valencia. Noble again. Song back for Cresswell. That's a tantalising ball for Antonio. Volley back in and somehow headed over the bar by Valencia when it seemed easier to score.
There's a great deep ball by Cresswell. Here we see it. Beautiful long deeper ball. Goalkeeper chases it, didn't get it, and when it's returned, there was an opportunity spurned. Just couldn't keep the header down there.
This is the first opportunity for Antonio to launch one of his long throws inside the Aston Villa penalty area, looking for Collins' near post flick. Actually put too much on it. Back it comes for Song. Payet. In from Cresswell, it's Kouyate that met it. And then Collins possibly got in the line of vision as it came down for Antonio, who hit it wide.
Might have got 2 players over on that side. Collins makes a third. My word, they had a chance there. In clear space on that side.
Corner taken short to Cresswell. Payet. Song. Urged to shoot. The bobble on the pitch didn't help him. Teased in by Noble. It's Collins across the face of goal. Another brilliant piece of defensive play by Richards. And that was a goal-saving intervention that time.
Absolutely magnificent. Absolutely magnificent. It looked odds on a goal there.
Villa captain leading by example. Another corner. No ball! Well, he's been here 10 years, but that would have been one of the best goals he's ever scored for the club.
A 10 out of 10 volley, I think, Jim, there. Beautiful timing.
They've also got 3 on the edge of the box. Well, Cresswell, one of those, makes his way in as well. Payet goes for goal, hits the frame of the goal. Hook back in, and a safety from Bakuna.
Could have easily crept in. It's a nasty ball there. They probably did the right thing. Could have put that ball amongst spotters. It was a 50-50.
Only once since the opening day success at Bournemouth. Solitary recent victory came against Crystal Palace 3 weeks ago with an own goal. But the defensive fortunes have improved. Their clean sheet at West Brom 10 days ago was their first on the road since that opening day victory on the South Coast. If they could keep a clean sheet today, having played with 10 men for more than 70 minutes, it Really would be a point hard earned. Here's Antonio. Finally the breakthrough comes. Mikel Antonio in the right place at the right time. And West Ham United have the lead against the 10 men of Aston Villa, whose spirited resistance counts for nothing.
It was a nice clean header across the goal. Goalkeeper no chance. I thought just for a briefest of seconds Bunn was hoping that ball would be steered beyond the post. It's a great crossfield ball. It was Noble that hit it. He gets in front and behind of Sissoko, and it's really a fine header. It's a good goal, but poor Villa defending. They didn't spot the man round the back. Payet, who's become quite a hero here this season.
Collins battling with Lescott inside the penalty area. It's a free header and hooked wide. It was a difficult opportunity for Kouyate, had his back to the direction of play when it came down to him.
They just couldn't quite get hold of that one.
Cresswell's ball in towards Valencia.
Not having success with a high ball in. Macari and Lescott defending well those high balls.
Payet. One of Bunn's more comfortable saves. Now Sinclair taking on Collins and winning the corner.
And those Villa supporters, those magnificent supporters who've travelled all the way from Birmingham this evening, gives them something to cheer.
Well, West Ham have had 10 times as many attempts, more than 10 times as many attempts as Aston Villa. But can Villa salvage something from a set piece here? Vetu to take it. 6 aerial targets in that penalty area. Payet gets it away, now the break is on. And West Ham United might be able to expose Villa on the counter-attack. It's Cheikhou Kouyate. It's 2-0. That was the risk that Aston Villa ran. They had no option really, but picked off on the counter-attack. West Ham's chief MO, and it's Cheikhou Kouyate who doubles the lead and compounds the misery for Remy Gard.
Yeah, great support play on the counter from the corner. Almost inevitable that Villa could get caught that way. Throwing men forward, hoping to get something from the corner. They didn't. West Ham got it away. That was the decisive touch on the edge of the box there, and then all of a sudden it's a 2v1. Kouyate makes great progress into the box. He really runs powerfully and lifts it over Mark Bunn. It's a fine goal. Yep, the bubbles are drifting around the ground now, and you have to feel for Villa. They'll make that journey back to the Midlands. Must be absolutely disheartening.
Their own bubble, that little bit closer to bursting once and for all. Here's Vetu. They need 33 to avoid that being the case, and that's another 20 more from here. And even that almost certainly won't be enough to keep them up. Another chastening night. Plenty of positives for Remy Gard, but the discipline of his striker Jordan Ayew certainly wasn't one of them. And as soon as he was dismissed for a reckless and mindless elbow on Aaron Cresswell, Aston Villa's job looked almost impossible. Mark Noble with a man-of-the-match performance in the West Ham midfield was key to a performance of patience from the Hammers. They weren't at their best in the first half, but eventually their patience and tenacity was rewarded with goals from Antonio and Kouyate. Won't be any Villa complaints about the red card that Ayew was shown, but James Collins might have received one. They could have had a penalty as well, Aston Villa, but when you're down the bottom, nothing seems to go your way. And Villa need something to go their way very quickly, very soon. Full time, West Ham United 2, Aston Villa 0.